Let's take a look at what else is making news across the world. This is Gravitas Global Headlines.
Russian forces set their sight on their next target in Ukraine's eastern Donetsk province, after President Putin claimed victory in neighboring Luhansk region as the 5-month-long war entered a new phase. South Korea's inflation recorded its highest figures in over 2 decades in June. The consumer price index rose by 6% from a year prior. The euro sank to its lowest level against the dollar since 2002, as data points to a growing recession risk in the eurozone. The currency dived as investors eye aggressive interest rate hikes by the US Fed. Sudan's coup leader Abdel Fattah al-Burhan says the army will make way for a civilian government, a demand made for months by street protesters and called for repeatedly by the international community. Scandinavian Airline Systems filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings in the United States as a part of its restructuring plan. The development comes a day after its pilots walked out on strike. Peruvian transport workers went on a national strike to protest against rising prices of fuel. The president of the Peruvian Drivers National Association said that protests would continue until the government put the agreements made with transporters into action. Smoke filled the sky above the center of the Italian capital as a wildfire raged in a park in northern Rome. Firefighters said they were battling the blaze in part of the Pineta Sanchetti Park in northern Rome. Italy declared a state of emergency for areas surrounding the River Po, which accounts for roughly a third of the country's agricultural production and is suffering its worst drought in 70 years. India's 15-year wait for a Test series win will continue after the hosts hunted down 378 for their highest ever chase in Test cricket. Johnny Bairstow and Joe Root both hit unbeaten centuries as England levelled the series 2-2. French champions Paris Saint-Germain have sacked head coach Mauricio Pochettino. The Argentine led PSG to the league title, but they crashed out of the Champions League in the round of 16. Christophe Galtier has been named as the new manager.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.